Hello, welcome to Friday Questions. In these sessions I try to answer questions from software developers about careers in tech. If you would like to ask me a question, there will be a link somewhere down below in the description and I will get to your questions on a Friday. That's why it's called Friday Questions. Anyway, let's get on with the next question. Let me reword this slightly to put it in the right order. So, which of these carries more weight with potential employers? In terms of your experience, doing some voluntary work, building simple websites for local businesses, or building and deploying a SaaS product. So I think there's always going to be an extra little bit of weight that's carried forward by somebody else endorsing you. So working for somebody else, so the voluntary work stands out. Building websites for people, considering that's going to be something that's paid probably. It doesn't have to be. So if someone's paying you, even better. Voluntary, still someone wants your services. Payments, so people view jobs more important than internships. I don't get why that is, but they do. The money is an implied value, I guess. So those two things do have some weight to them. And then building and deploying a SaaS product, I would say that if you can build something that people use, that's an endorsement, that's a recommendation in itself, but that's going to be quite difficult. So someone endorsing you by giving you money, someone endorsing you by using your product or giving you money and using your product, these are both really powerful things. But then again, when you're trying to stand out and try at the very start of your journey, building a SaaS product that people use, you probably don't need a job after that, right? You've built a business. So when most people build this first product that they do, they think people see the value in it, and as you'll see in previous videos that I've done when I'm answering questions, it's got nothing really to do with what you build, because no one's expecting you to build something groundbreaking. Certainly at the start of your journey they're not. They're hoping to see you immersed in your tech. It's like seeing a tennis player, do you feel confident about this tennis player that never plays tennis? It doesn't make sense. So that they get some confidence from the fact that you're living and breathing this. And this is where people talk all over their LinkedIn profiles and resumes how passionate and enthusiastic they are. But if I can't see it, it's just empty words. So for me, it doesn't really matter. And if you're doing the voluntary work, you're thinking people go, well, somebody else thinks they're good, they must be good. And this is what people think about just generic employment as well. There is a little piece of value in it, but that doesn't cut it. If you unpack that value, what you've been doing without giving away company secrets, and this is where people go, oh, I've got an NDA. Your NDA covers giving away company secrets. It doesn't cover, the if statements and the while loops. It doesn't cover the tech, what you've been building, what you've been learning, what were the challenges and all those sorts of things. Your employer really doesn't care that you're telling everyone you wrote a class or a function. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about I'm learning more and more about my chosen tech stack, and I'm doing something real world with it. So I hope that answers the question. As always, it just depends what you do with it, how you unpack it. I hope that answers your question. I hope you have great weekends, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.